here we go. So I actually need to find out where we're at as a guild. Level 60 wise. So we have a lot of level 60s. How many of them are alts? How many of them are sweats? And how many of them are noobs? This is going to be really hard to define because everyone's going to have a different opinion on what's a sweat and what's a noob. I'm going to do my best, but it's not going to line up with what everyone thinks. It's just how it is. Agent Musashi. I don't think Musashi's a sweat. Kong fan. How much is Anthony rated? Like, being good at the game, Anthony is good at the game. But what's his experience? Has Anthony, Kong fan, rated in Classic WoW before? Does anyone know? Like, outside of OnlyFangs. I think it did OnlyFangs 1. That is not a sweat situation. I will not label you as a sweat because you were in the last OnlyFangs. Ask him. All right. I mean, is he live? It's not live. Okay. Well, they're not going to respond. I'm not going to know. I'm going to label him as a non-sweat for now. Artemis Hal, not a sweat. Bean is a sweat. Chody, a professional Fortnite player who loves to stream. Again, being good doesn't make you a sweat. It's just, have you raided before in Classic WoW after 2019 and like done the min-max bullshit? Oh, this is clicks. That's not Chody. What is this linking? Summit's friend. Friend of Summit's. God damn it. See how hard this is? Like, I don't know half these. Kai, why is cute anime boy XO linking to Kai Senat? Okay, so we are trolling. We're f***ing around here, clearly. Okay, so Artemis is a sweat. Got it. Bean is a sweat. I don't know who the f*** Chody is. Okay, is Chody online? I'm just going to start asking people. They're all just going to lie to me, though. Last online 5 hours ago. Lenfang is a sweat, surely, right? I did a group with Lenfang and they were stacked. They seemed like they really knew what they were doing, but I don't know. Chody's a GTA RP, okay, then non-sweat. Maybe instead of asking everyone, just put an announce to Discord and ask them to react if they're a sweat. Yeah, maybe I just need to do that. I don't think I can do this. I have to ask, but they're all just gonna lie. They're all gonna lie. Like, I have Deej labeled as a sweat. Okay, here's Deej.
Like a little sponsor play. Let me see the gloves. Don't have the gloves. That's why it's, honestly, that's why we're out here slamming.
Okay, Chody is a role player for Nukes. That's fine. Let me ask him this. Have you ever raided in Classic WoW before? Caps lock. Respond now.
Yo, hold up. Yo, what's up, Sodapoppin? Have you ever raided in Classic before? I have. But it's like, literally, bro, I've done maybe one Molten Core, and I just listened to comms and sat there with auto shot. I know you labeled me as a sweat before, but I've got a lot of hours, but they're not at endgame. In fact, the pre-raid bish that I've been doing, that has been literally the most I have played in game, is what I have.
Stopped listening. All right, they're not a sweat. Dominant, not a sweat. Faye Fam, not a sweat. I know that. Frostadamus, I have seen that name before. I think they're a sweat. Yeah, they're a sweat. I've seen that name before. Physical's a sweat, absolutely. General Emu. Okay. Gizmo, sweat. Guzu, sweat. Josito, sweat. Hydra, sweat. It's Redzy TV.
You know when it's up. Otherwise, you just read the thing, say...
I see him hit some buttons. It's not zoomed in dancing all day.
Unless I'm invited to do the actual event itself, which I expect I would have been told if I... Texas, the servers reduced. Beekeeper collab when? Don't.
What's
Don't
happening?
even, please.
Oh, they're dinging level 60. Oh. Okay. About to ding 60, 0 deaths, orc diss track. Okay. I just got to see them actually press buttons. But I also, have you rated? Like, I don't want to fault people for knowing how to press their buttons. And they're new. Like, that's you can do that. Lakari can press his buttons, but he's new to WoW. So he's not a sweat. But Lakari can press his buttons. Right?
To this. To make it a bit of noise.
Here we go.
So I haven't done it yet because I'd what you call it? I keep forgetting that I have the tab open, but it's coming. It's coming. So Rob, yeah. So could look at Guild Wars 2. So this is the thing that I'm starting.
If I was killing gray mobs, where are your clips at? I give up. You're not a sweat. I don't care enough. Jokered, sweat, Callison. Oh, Callie. Okay, Callie is. Oh, I want to show you guys this because I know they did this. Y'all want to see some crazy? So they didn't know where to send their mats. They messaged me and said, "Hey, I sent everything to your warrior." I'm gonna see how many mats they sent. They're the person who farmed like probably 5 Lionheart helms because their PC was not good enough to do anything other than run around and mine. So they just mined. And now they have a better computer. I think they actually play the game now. They got one from a tribute chest. But I guess they just can't stop farming regardless. I think they farm maybe like 40 blue sapphires. That's insanity. But they're not done. They farm more than that. I think they got bored of mining, so they decided to farm elemental fires, which we need for our GFPPs. We need 420 of them. Yeah. Psychotic behavior. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, 120 guild mats. I sent this to me. Who needs this? Now, Annie, Fuchsia, LSJ, Infernian. All right, sweats to non-sweats. Collie's farmed a lot, but I don't think they're a sweat. I think they're just a farmer, not a sweat. Christopher Yee, not a sweat. Lygen, no videos. I'd 11 was a sweat. DM, hold on. She was in Apes. Okay, sweat. Lepa. Lepa sent a ton of mats. Are they a sweat? Sweat. Life for Nazgul. 10 days ago is their last stream. Oh, it's Naz. Okay, yeah, PvPer. Yeah, sweat. I know them. Light Skin Jesus, LSJ. This is a tough one. 9 deaths. Insanity. But I know they've played this game. How? How? Near death, close call, Petri drop, tripping out the healers. LSJ stands on biz.
All right, I made it.
Good job, you made it. Let's see this.
Oh.
Yo.
LSJ always start. Oh, it's.
Yo. I might, hold on, I might need help.
Dude, coming. Ampy, wake up. Ampy, wake up.
Where is he?
I'm in the courtyard, in the middle of the courtyard on the left side.
Coming.
Or by west.
Left?
Yes.
I thought you were tapping, bro.
No, I got knocked off one out.
Oh my god.
I didn't know they hit
You're
that
safe,
hard,
though.
bro. Holy shit, bro. I just had to coil.
Okay. It's a tough one. Basically, LSJ is,
Oh god.
I think, clearly a WoW
Oh god,
player.
get the point.
I don't know if they've raided before. I don't know. But they've played a lot. But they've died so many times that it's hard for me to label them as a sweat. It's so sad. It's like the Gingy
Saw
situation
you
where Gingy is a
discussing
rank,
the
a
add-on
world
thing in a
first, like
YouTube
racer world
video.
first player,
Would be very
but has
cautious
died
accepting
like
anything
15
having to
times.
do
I don't
with a
know how to
theme.
label them as a
He's
sweat.
been up to some
Stop
very
talking
scammy
to
and scummy
me!
things, including cryptos.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
There it is, the classic.
No, no, no. Please, no, please, no. Please, no. No, 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 please. Please, please. Please, no, please, no. Please, please, please. Please, please. 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 Oh, man.
Classic. All right, let's see if he says it here.
My ass dropped to my back.
Yeah, they need to be getting to those, like the brown areas on the
Yeah,
map. That's where the fatigue starts.
Yeah, I think we're going to kick it off with some fishing, man. Maybe I'll,
Here it comes, here it comes. Oh,
oh, wait.
dang it.
Wait, I am dying. I'm dead. What the? I'm dying. I'm dead. I'm dead.
They are. I can't label them as a sweat. I can't do it. It's insulting, but at the same time, you should be happy about it. Maui is a sweat. Mirror Law. Okay, Mirror is one of the best PvPers, especially in TBC. They're extremely good. But this is where it's like, do I label them as a classic WoW sweat? This is the debate. Skipped one? Who? Mama Fairy Fae? They're not a sweat. That's the Fae Fam family. None of the Fae Fam are going to be sweats. They aren't. Mirror rated all phases in 2019 Classic. Okay, sweat. Done. Sure. If that's true. And I believe that. Pine FM. Stop linking to Kai Senat. This is the third one. Who is Pine? I don't know who Pine is. Pine FM. I don't know who you are. It's not. Okay, checking. Oh. Oh, it's just the links being stupid as. Okay, thanks, Volps. We're good. Anyways, back to Pine here. About. Wow, my profile page really brings out the color. God damn it. Nearly dead. Let's see how they handle this.
Uh-oh.
Got their bags open. Are they a RuneScape player? Any tab hamstringers? Nope.
Please. Please.
Showing the back? Ooh.
Oh. That was scary. We almost died. We almost died.
Not a sweat. PS Hero, sweat. Rocks Moral. Not a sweat. Savik, sweat. Sea Lion, sweat. Silver the Dwarf, just a short dad playing some games. Silver has sent in probably some of the most mats. They're definitely a big-time WoW player. They might be a sweat. I gotta look into this. Am I still a sweat because I suck on my warrior? Cobalt, you're a tough one. So you rated in OnlyFangs, right? And I'm not going to consider that rating. If you played in the last OnlyFangs and you were a noob in the last OnlyFangs, I'm not going to count that. And I don't want to fault people for getting good at the game. I don't want you to lose your raid spot because WoW is easy and it's actually not hard. And you just got good at it. But if you've raided and played the game, like for example, Simply was in the last OnlyFangs, but after OnlyFangs ended, Simply kept playing. And hardcore WoW. And they went to raid BWL. He went to raid AQ. He went to raid and cleared Nax Ramus. I have to label Simply as a sweat now. That's the difference. But if you played last OnlyFangs, did MC, and then that was it, I'm not. That doesn't count. Like our one MC clear we did. No. But in your case, Cobalt, you were in the last OnlyFangs. You played. You did very, very well. You parsed. You did everything perfectly. But I don't know if you have any other experience outside of our last OnlyFangs. I don't think you do. At least not after 2019. 2004 doesn't count. I don't care what you did in 2004. It doesn't mean a damn thing. So you're good, but I don't think you're a sweat. I wouldn't label you as that. That's sort of it. Silver, back to who I was talking about. Rend buff. I don't know if we should be doing any dungeons without all the world buffs.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, they were in my group. UBRS grind. I'm unbooting.
I got the distract yesterday.
Not that I have any value like this. Ain't gonna tell me anything. Silver died 6 times. Oh. All right, they're not a sweat.
Universe approaching.
The f is this?
Hang on.
Holy, what are these numbers? Is this for blind people?
I missed the opportunity. Okay. The joke here, let me explain what the joke was gonna be, okay? It was gonna be something about like whatever. Never mind. It didn't land.
Okay. It did land. Oh, there's levels. Okay. I think they're a sweat. Everyone says they're a big time player. Okay. Sweat. Simply sweat. Sorry. Trill's a sweat. Did Trill get 60? Triumphant MF. I think they're a league player, not a sweat. Will Shahan. You didn't click what? Sorry. Trill's a sweat. Simply's a sweat. Oh, take. Yeah, Simonize is a sweat. Okay, someone else got it for me. Adamax. Now I know Fandy is like a sweat. I think Fandy is rated endgame MC and all that jazz, but I don't know if Adamax has. I don't know. Fandy plays this game. No, I agree. Fandy plays this game all the time. He is a sweat. All right, Adamax, not a sweat. Alejandro, sweat. Apricot, sweat. Big Tex TV. I think Big Tex is a sweat. Truth be told. They're new, but they are. He's the parse guy. Brinku. I swear all of our 60s don't stream. They're just not streamers. This is crazy. Crane, I don't know. Can I get more info on Brinku? Holy f. I have nothing to go off on him. Sweat, I don't know. All of the non-60s, or the non-streamer 60s are sweats. I agree. That's why I just clicked sweat. Danny Gaming, sweat, I think.
Master.
It's Dakota.
I don't think I have any quests.
Yeah,
I think Dakata's a sweat. Yeah, Dakota is.
We have no roads.
Sweating, death row, sweat.
Unless you guys
Skip,
want
yeah.
the
Oh, for loot, right? No.
Sweat. Fandy, sweat. Gordon, sweat. How you doing, TV? Pretty sure they're a sweat.
Where are the scalpers at?
Sweat. Jade's non-sweat. I know that. Jay the Bard, non-sweat. Korame. Korame's a sweat?
Sure, this is not bad.
No. I guess is she good on retail? I've never seen her stream. I don't know. Okay, she's doing retail, but I don't give a fuck about retail. I don't. You can be a complete idiot. And again, classic is much, much easier than retail, but they don't cross over very much. Again, Classic is a knowledge game. So, non-sweat. Take that off. Geronimo, non-sweat. Tyler 1, non-sweat. Maester TV. Sweat. Moonfair. Sweat. Morgana's been healing a lot of dungeons. Like, there's a lot of gameplay coming out of her. But I just don't know, like, what's her experience? Not a sweat? Okay. Not a sweat. Ozzy. Has Ozzy ever raided endgame, or does he just die all the time? I don't know. Has he ever even seen the inside of a raid? Not a sweat. Let him in. Faye, not a sweat. Cybear, sweat. Shangles. This is Lucari's mod. I have no clue their experience, and I don't know if he streams. Doesn't matter. Whatever. We'll put him as a non-sweat. Spango. Spengo.
Yeah, also just be a little careful because I'm 57, so I might pull like stuff.
I'm gonna have to
Yo,
pull
yo,
everything.
yo,
I'm
yo,
more-
yo.
Yeah.
Clear up my quest log because I know there are a ton for this dungeon.
You hit this man with some buffs, Alfie.
I already gave it to him.
Alfie, give him some stam. He's out here
Yep.
questing.
You know what? You know what the thing is? I almost want to say they're a non-sweat for one reason, and this is going to get really autistic. Buckle up. The fact that they have shift 1, shift 2, shift 3 all the way across the top left here tells me they didn't go through expansion after expansion slowly adding key bindings to the point where it's f***ing scrambled and trash. When it, like, you can have good key bindings for stuff, but like that organization is like, maybe, no, maybe I just feel like no one who's played every expansion has the opportunity to have this level of organization. Am I stupid? Like, it's just because you stack it up. Does that make, maybe it's a bad take. It is a bad take. Fine. Are they a sweat or not?
Warlock, it's mage, right? Because mage has to.
Maybe I'm just jealous because my shit is so scrambled
true.
up.
And they still don't even do top
I see your point,
DPS.
okay.
Yeah, they work the hardest for like.
Oh, it's just they work with a vanish. You know, you can just like.
I mean, that was like a high school party.
I'm not going to get anything out of this.
Okay, what's the percentage on now? Lux?
Some very good Hunter gameplay. We're chilling.
Well, I mean, you haven't done anything to change it, so it's at 75.
How the f is it? You make no sense, dude. I'm the best goddamn tank you've ever played with, and I'm getting a 75%.
This guy bound Hearthstone to not even a modifier. It's just bound to G. Is that G? That's just G, man. That's insane.
Haven't played with that.
I mean, that's the fastest Hearth I've ever seen. That's non-sweat, non-sweat. Sun glitters.
Have extreme reaction speed.
Non-sweat. I know this person. Non-sweat. God help him. Tommy, sweat. Tryndamere, non-sweat. Vezi. Damn, they got the control 1 through 9 as well. Do we have 30 non-sweats? I don't know, Cobalt, and that's what I'm trying to find out. As of, I'm pretty damn sure raid is going to be on February 1st. We're actually going to maximum delay raid. So we got like 15 days until. More than that. But yeah. It's because, yeah. Because not only do we need 40 non-sweats, or not 40, so we need 30 non-sweats, but we need an optimal comp. I'm not going to send us into MC unless we have at least 3 warlocks. That simple. We're not going in without it. And that's how it is. So raid might get delayed again. Warlocks, as I said, are oh, here's one silver. Mama Fairy Faye, Light Skin Jesus. Bang, that's 3 non-sweat warlocks right there. Sweat warlocks across the board, double sweat. Here we go. Chody is a non-sweat lock. Deej is a non-sweat. So we got some shit. So the locks are chilling. You know, we got a lot of them. Guzu, well, Guzu's a sweat. So Guzu has to compete with 9 other sweat players. And I've done this before, but Zaryu, Savix, Guzu, Ampi, Zeroji, Sardako, Seedank, who are some bigger, like Bobka, who are some big names in the sweat region. There's tons. Growl, Zico. I'm already at 10. So one of these people's already benched. Jokered, Pika. Well, Pika, I don't know. See, that's where I don't know. Do I consider Peekaboo a sweat? He's one of the best players in Arena. But God, is he f***ing stupid as shit in some of the most basic, classic WoW things. It's impressive. See what I'm saying? That's the debate, and I can see both sides. Gingy, race to world first, like, race to world first gamer. Best PvE, fastest, like, one of the best. You can't do anything harder, PvE-wise, than that. Nothing's harder than that. The guy can't do ZF without dying. He's on death. I think he has the most deaths in the guild. That's insanity. So, I don't know if he's ever rated in Classic WoW. He's probably going to sit there hitting Frostbolt over and over and being like, is this it? Surely there's something more. No, that's actually it. I don't know. So, but I could go down the list of, you see why the sweat category is so competitive. A lot of these people aren't going to make it to raid. First raid, at least. And then second raid after that, I don't really care anymore. I'm just going to get, in my opinion, the most entertaining raid comp I can possibly make while still maintaining an actual raid comp. And there's going to be 2 of them. And I'm going to try and make each of them balanced. I don't care how many sweats are in. I don't care. The things I'm looking for is 1, raid comp, and 2, how badly do people want to see this person in raid? And that's after the first raid. But the first raid, 30 non-sweats. That's the rule. Second raid, going to try and make both raids somewhat balanced, raid comp-wise, etc. And it's just basically a view count situation. Anyways, moving on.
How is that not the line? 0 classic raid experience should be the line, right?
0 class. Well, to an extent, like going into MC 1 time with me raid leading it. No, I'm not going to count that as sweat. I'm not. Because then you're going to consider Mizkif as sweat. That's what you're saying. Like, Wake is not a sweat? I don't know. Mary is a sweat. Yeah, Mary's really good. Mary's a sweat in Classic WoW. No. So it is give and take, and I am going to kind of take things into consideration. It ain't going to be perfect. Has Wake raided before? Wake is very knowledgeable and knows a lot of things. I think he has. I'm gonna assume that he has. He's a sweat. Zoomkins BL. Okay, this is a retail Andy, but I don't know their overall. I'm gonna guess they've played Classic. I'm just gonna guess. Akiwu. I'm just going to guess not a sweat. Alfie, I'm going to guess not a sweat. Amber, Beetle, Bobka's a sweat. Sea-Doo is a sweat. God damn it, these links. Chloe, Fogged, Grays, Grego, Gunner. Is Gunner a sweat? I think Gunner's like a Dota pro, right? Or Dota player.
I've been playing for way too long.
Gunner is not a sweat, but he's good. Okay, that's fine. He's not a sweat. Game is just not hard, and he was a Dota pro, so he's figured it out. Hot form.
Rating.
You marked him as a sweat. Hot form's not a sweat. J Tulo, sweat. Gilly plays. Sweat, I think. See, this is one of those people I think that played retail a lot, and I labeled them as a sweat because they played retail. But I don't know. It's all classic WoW. I don't know.
He's not gonna come after me, right? What the? What the? Are you serious?
All right, I think sweat. Yeah, that's playing sod. They're playing all the variations. Kylie, not a sweat. LMG, sweat as Lux. I'm just going to assume not a sweat. Moving on. Mary, maybe. God help her. Moose Brother, not a sweat. Moose Fortune. Labeled him as a sweat, apparently. They're live.
No. I'm from EU, so I just rated with like, there's like a normal
Moose Brother.
guild.
Okay, Moose Fortune's not a sweat, but Moose Brother rated with Zaryu's guild. That's what I'm being told. Sweat is. Got it. Okay. Muchaz. Alfie is a mega sweat. Alfie is? Maybe go all the way up to Alfie here. Who is this again? Oh, this motherfucker. Okay. They do not look like they're in a good place.
Classic WoW rated?
I'll be honest. Sweat. Nathan, non-sweat. Muchaz. Did I look at Muchaz already? It's a pretty sweaty UI, but I'm not going to hold that against him. I don't know. I'm just going to assume that they're sweat because like they don't stream. I don't have any info. Any level 60 where I don't see a lot of like streaming anything, I'm just going to assume sweat. NBK, Nathan, Jerome's a sweat. Noth FPS. I don't think Noth is a sweat. They just play a lot and sell Lionheart helms. Pink Ward, not a sweat. Pirate Software, we're going to take that off. Pokelawls, not a sweat. Pollen.
Len, do you know the best way to kill the first boss? Like,
Yeah, guys, if I'm in trouble, don't leave me. Please.
Nah, bro, I'm going down.
Let me see their overall VODs and 120k followers.
What the?
We all got
First
faps,
ever
right?
fracture game AP
fap,
lore. I don't think they're a sweat.
I don't.
GTA
have a fap,
RP, not a sweat.
but I have a lip.
I'm 10,000% a sweat. Poke. Why are you gonna say you're a sweat? All right, let's find out. Poke. Answer the call. All right, Poke. To define whether or not you're a sweat. The first.
You want to know?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see my death clip?
I've seen many of your death clips.
The new one?
No, the one where you died in Hillsbred to Fall Dam?
Oh, you watched it?
No, I haven't seen it. No one's seen it.
Oh yeah, it's there.
No, it's not. You never streamed it.
It's on Discord. I put it on the clips channel.
Oh, you did link it? What?
I'm in bed.
I got it. Hold on. Clips channel.
Hello and what is up, everybody? This is Poke here. I was leveling on my hunter and I messed up and fell right here. I was not recording, but I am so here is what happened. I slipped right there and I thought it would catch and it did not happen. And I slipped right there and died.
Okay, listen. I'm just watching in bed. I don't know if a sweat means raid or not.
So you do not want to be labeled as a sweat, Poke. You don't. Because that means
Yeah,
you
but like,
are
low-key,
competing.
I play so much, man. Frick.
I understand. But now you're going to be competing against Zaryu, Guzu, Savix, Ampi, Zeroji, Zico. Pretty much. And there's only 10 spots. 9 spots, because I'm taking one of them. So there's only 9 available spots for sweats. There are going to be people that are not going to be happy they're benched first raid. They're going to not expect it to happen. You do not want to be labeled as a sweat. It's not fun. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal because you aren't going to go to the first raid, probably. Some sweats are taking that bit.
The Lakari duel really mattered?
No. You're both non-sweats, man. I'm labeling you as a non-sweat. Anyways, get back to bed. Good night.
Okay.
All right. Poke, non-sweat, Pollen, 120k followers. Non-sweat.
I can confirm Poke is a sweat.
Rev.
He whispers
non-sweat.
random people on the
Slipped.
server in game,
Sweat.
calling them trash and
Reflex,
swearing
sweat,
at them.
soap. Who is
Only
soap?
sweats do that.
Fucking God, shut up. Okay, massive cam. Jesus Christ. Non-sweat. Me, sweat, soft. Who is soft? Jesus, cameras. Non-sweat. Oh. Yeah, non-sweat. Spends. I think Spends is a sweat. Not positive, but I think so. Tactic sweat, Turley sweat, DG sweat. Actually, DG casts spells with his controller. Non-sweat. Todd Benford. Where do I know Todd again? Soft is a 2,900 rate player. 2,900 in retail. Who are they again? One of those girls. Again, do I label that because you're high rated in retail? I'm not going to label that as a sweat. I have to draw a fine line. What's their classic experience? I have no idea. For now, I'll label, unless someone tells me, I'll just label them as a sweat. DG non-sweat. Todd Benford, I don't think they're a sweat. Tuna Tornado is a sweat. Vicky, not a sweat, only rated MC and OnlyFangs. Vilified Peanut. Trolley wants me to check his stream. Okay, Trolley. He says, I'm not a sweat. Not a sweat. Truly's Tavern. Expansion All-Stars. Rank 4906. Rank 9346. First Sergeant Turuli. Bro. You're trolling me. You sweat. Look at his gear. It's the experience. That's also. No. Moving on. Vulps, not a sweat. Waz. How much experience does Waz have in classic rating? Oh, great. How much experience does Waz have in classic? Answer me. Respond. Respond. I muted because I don't want to hear myself. Oh, I have to hear you.
Zero experience. I'm very bad. You need to say I'm not a sweat.
I muted because I don't want to hear myself. Oh, I have to hear you.
Zero
This is going to get exhausting. Answer Discord, Waz. Okay, don't bullshit me. Have you rated in Classic before? You just logged into retail. That's insanity.
I know. Hand on heart, I've never rated in Classic. I played TBC though, but that surely doesn't count.
Okay, so you've never rated in Classic?
Never rated in Classic.
Did you die at all while leveling in Hardcore?
No.
So you're better than Peekaboo.
Actually, I died like in old Classic, level 30. But I wouldn't count as playing Classic, you know?
Okay. All right. I'll label as an on sweat. Hand on heart. Yes. I'll believe it. I'm kicking you out of the guild if I find out you did.
No, I promise I didn't.
Okay. All right. Non sweat. Winky.
My little brother gets stuck in the algorithms of YouTube. get rich quick schemes, the entrepreneur YouTubers that make it sound like it's so easy to make $1 billion or fail and then do something else and make $1 billion. Like, kids don't want regular jobs anymore. They don't want to work for money. They don't want to become welders. They don't want to become mechanics. They don't want to do any of this stuff.
Okay, so
How
is
are
this
you gonna
guy
make money doing that?
How is he? Is he a sweat or a non-sweat? He was one of the hardcore WoW add-on teams. Winky's a bit of the sweat. Oh, this is Winky. Oh, I just realized who we're looking at. Okay, that makes sense. Sweat. Whitrock. Sweat, I think. Yeah. No, sweat. Zroji. I don't know. A Zondir, sweat. Oh, great. We're in the undeads. Check this whole box red, left to right. Barney, sweat. Barry, sweat. Bio, sweat. Let's just go to the non-sweats here and make sure. Barry, cat. 1.8K followers.
So the hardcore servers, Jumbo, are fully separate servers now from like the reg.
I'm just gonna watch him play for a second.
Yet, though, that's the next step.
Okay, we're in Dead Mines.
More and more people on it each time. Yeah,
That
that's
pet.
not a good time for me.
Satanic health bar. Not a happy pet. Unfortunate. I'm not gonna get shit out of this. There is 60 rogue. Are they leveling an alt? I guess. Non-sweat. Get bio sweat. Bosch merchant.
There you go. So you deal with the suit then, Bosch. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine. The only thing is, Joker.
Wait, did I? Bio is a retail sweat, not classic. Bio like no, bio is a sweat. I'm pretty sure bio was in our 2019 raid. Trey. No, bio's a sweat. Bosch is an RPer. Okay. Sure, we'll just label as a non-sweat. Biotox is a sweat. Barry, Cat, Barney, Azuna, Q. Sure, all sweats. Fuck them. Call box stream.
What do you guys?
Oh, it is. It's time for plunder very soon. I'm going to disappear into.
Oh, you plundering?
I'm
Okay,
plundering,
an
baby.
insane amount
Hey,
of sweat.
plundering.
Got it. Sweat. Cameo. That's the cameo's a sweat. I don't care. As soon as I see like you haven't streamed much and you're in OnlyFangs, you're not like a big streamer or anything. Most of the time it's because you know somebody in the guild and you got in and you're like WoW friends with them. So there's a lot of that going on. And that's fine. But as soon as you either don't stream or you stream and you don't have a high view count, you're probably just a sweat in the guild. No problem. This person's probably a sweat. Into the Excel sheet for me. Sweat. Cobalt. I'm going to take that off of Cobalt. Corey. Corey, not sweat. Defran. Defran's rated, I think, endgame multiple times, right? I don't know. I know Defran played 2019 Classic. I think Defran's a sweat. I think I remember him rating a lot. Dendy, non-sweat. Don, John, Ent. Oh, he quit?
Just tell us when.
He quit? Left the guild. Why? He joined washed up. What was the reasoning? 7 deaths. He couldn't get into groups? Okay, well, either way, I don't care then. Dowski. Dowski's like, I think they got Gladiator, but God, they suck at Classic. They're so bad. Non-sweat. Grayson, sweat. Despian. Where am I? How many? I'm almost done. Ah. All right, look at that. Thespian, we're getting there.
I have rated Classic, yeah.
Got it. Appreciate the honesty. Sweat, madness. This is the that's been taking my goddamn blue saps, and I know it.
Classic WoW, I've never rated before.
I believe it.
Held your
I only played Sod.
Was dead. But instead, we run at them.
Ooh, that's a tough one, though, because nah, it doesn't count. It's fine. Not a sweat. We'll move on. Infernion. Sod don't count. It's pretty close. So, like, the MC mechanics are pretty similar. Assuming he did MC and all that, but I'm not gonna count it. It's not. Okay, this is the most wow. That's a f***ing picture of Illidan. Sweat. Jordy Porty. This is one of the Fae fan players. Non-sweat. I don't care how much you played. Or non-sweat, sorry. Julia, non-sweat. Kiyoshima, FF. Okay, non-sweat. It's a f***ing role player. Lucari, non-sweat. Lettuce sucks. This guy's a rogue, but he's got like a main tank. He's a rogue, but he's got the voice of a main tank in a raid. He's got the music I didn't think he'd be listening to.
I made it.
I don't know how much he's played. I ain't got no clue. He's got some bindings here and there. I'm just gonna say non-sweat and move on. Math Parolin. I think it's someone Peo recommended. Oh, they're live. I don't know what to do with that. Sweat. Oh, yeah, sweat. McConnell, sweat. Me, Res TV. Checking. Literally an echo. Sweat. Oh, no. No, if I'm staying consistent, have they rated in Classic? If I'm staying consistent, has he? A lot of people are saying no. Best Death Knight in the world. I believe that. Didn't you play with them yesterday? I did, but I didn't ask. And I'm pretty sure they just hit 60 and they were using Kang and they pretty much didn't have Jack. Watch the clip. I've seen it.
Well, I think I'm gonna die actually.
Oh, I remember this clip. Yeah, they've never rated in Classic.
I can meet you, but you're actually serious or no?
I mean,
I'm meeting you, but
I'm killing this one mob on the run. No, I'm killing this one mob. No.
Dead. Anyways, non-sweat. Hold on, I need to go back to Spence. Take that off. Spence not a sweat. Never rated. Where are we at? Mendo. Has Mendo rated in Classic before? Moonfair says, I've never rated in Classic. Okay, we'll take Moonfair off. If I'm being consistent. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Fair, take off. Probably it's Mendo. I don't know. I'm just going to ask him straight up. Mendo sweats at every game. No, he does. But I don't know if he's ever sweated in Classic. I don't know. Sure, he's sweating in OnlyFangs right now. Maybe. I don't know if they're still playing. But that doesn't label them as a sweat for this Google Doc. But I agree. They have rated. Okay. Where is Mendo? Sweat. Meteos. Meteos is 60, right? Yeah, level 60 lock. Has Meteos rated in Classic? Meteos is a retail sweat. I don't know if he did Classic. I don't know. For now, I'll put non-sweat, but I got to find out more on that. We'll uncheck that. Mocktail, sweat. Moon. Has Moon rated in Classic? I think Moon has, right? I think Moon has in 2019. If I'm consistent. Now is another World First Raider. I don't know. Brother, please. I mean, we can take it off. It would make my life 100 times easier. Now, I'm going to put now as a sweat. Mez, sweat. Pontus. Pretty sure Pontus is a sweat. I don't need to check. Puffy Muffin. Sweat. I don't know. I'm just going to rock it. I might be wrong. This ain't going to be perfect. Now said in my chat, non-sweat. What the? I'm not. All right, now, if I find out you rated in Classic, I will G-kick you. All right? QQS TV. You can still back out. If you're confident you never rated. He said he's rated. Has he? I rated. Okay. All right. You're a sweat now. Sorry, man. QQS TV. Hold on. We're at QQS. QQS was doing the summons. Yeah, there's sweat. Rainbow Mess. I'm going to put sweat. You have no VODs and you're in the guild. I'm just going to assume you're a sweat. Sardako's a sweat. Shobek's a sweat. Cillian is a sweat, I'm pretty sure, right? I know she's like carried a lot of Tyler's dungeons here and there, but that could just be because she's good, or is it because she's played a lot in Classic? I don't know. Like she might be just a retail Andy. She got rank 14? Okay. Then she's a sweat. Stars, sweat. Summit, non-sweat. Svenos, sweat. Cinderan, I'm not a sweat. You saw my death take stars. You're a sweat. Even the sweats can have ups. Non-sweat. Take Note TV. I know Take Note. Oh my god, they have a gnome as their sweat. Summit is a sweat. Has Summit rated in Molten Core in 2019 Classic, etc.? No. Okay, so a lot of you guys don't understand what I'm looking for. You can be really good at the game. You can be trying your damnest to be leveling quick, and you figured the game out, and you're fucking amazing. You're the best. You're super good. You got all the gear. You're sweating. You're doing it. I'm not labeling... I should reword it as, are they experienced with raiding in Classic recently? And like after 2019 Classic. I do not care about 2004 Classic. I do not care. I care a bit about Private Server Classic, but I'm not going to try and find out about that because I can't even stream it. Sind has rated Nax. Sweating versus being a sweat. The wording is different, but a lot of you don't understand what's going on here. I see GTA roleplay. Non-sweat. Troms. I've seen that name before. I think they're a sweat.
Never.
All I need to hear. Non-sweat. Varmel. Amnesia and WoW. Well, recently streamed categories. Who the fuck is this? Small PP. Grayson's mod. Okay. Sweat. Sweat. Bindich. They sent a lot of mats. Sweat. Zwin. Sweat. Yamato. Non-sweat. And Yummy TV, that's Growl, sweat. All right, so this is everyone who's sweat to non-sweat, and no, it's not perfect. I'm fully aware it's not perfect, but these are all of our 60s. So we got 150. How many do we have here? I don't know. So in a raid comp, we're going to want 3 warlocks. How many shamans are we going to want? Like, I don't care if we have 0 resto shamans and we have all Ellie shamans. I don't care. But I do want the optimal amount of shamans. I need the minimum warlocks. 3 is my 2 is technically the minimum, but I want 3 or more warlocks for our group. Healers, I don't know how many healers we should bring. I think it's like 10. How much do we bring? 10 or 10 to 12? I forget. At least 6 shamans, I'd say. That's minimum. That way, there's only 2 groups that won't have totems. Probably say about 10 healers. Like 10. A lot of people speed run and shit. We're not doing that. We play really safe. I think 10 healers. Maybe 11. We'll see where we're working here. Tanks. I mean, we'll just have the warriors. We'll have 2 main tanks. Let's see. Aside from that, I think we're good. You just need DPS, and you need to make sure you have Mark of the Wild. Make sure you have Arcane Brilliance. I can make any of our priests, you know, get the Shadow Bull. Click the sweat filter and hit true. And hit OK. Wait, I want false. I don't want to see true. I only want to see the non-sweats. Hold on, I'm looking at this group here. Jades, Moonfair, Morgana, Shangles, Tryndamere, Fey Fam, General, Emu, Rox, Moral. We need 2 hunters, yeah. Geronimo, Jay the Bard, Ozzy, Noth. Okay. Yeah, everyone here is... I'm almost... having every single person I'm looking at, to some extent, I would be worried if there was a mechanic that they have to do. And that's all you have to... In Classic WoW, you usually just have one mechanic that you yourself have to worry about. Just one. Whether it be you need to dispel, or you need to not stand in this fire, or you need to stand over here and AoE these guys. It's one thing. Most people on this list, I'd be worried if they had to deal with one mechanic. Which is good. That's kind of what we're looking for. Idiots. I do think we'll clear MC very easily, however, because MC is not hard. Our gear is lacking, but as long as we bring all of our consumables and prepare correctly, I think MC goes down. No problemo. Onyxia, I'm a little worried about, and I'm worried about it because of me and my ability to track where Onyxia's breath is going. I'm worried on that sense. But everything else, and also the DPS check on Rag, so we can 1-phase it. I do not want a 2-phase Rag. Do not want that happening, because we will lose people if we 2-phase Rag. Guaranteed. Yeah, I'm not going to obviously make a raid comp here. I'm just looking at what we have. Plenty of Warlocks. Not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-sweat Shamans. That is the minimum. Now, granted, we probably have some sweat Shamans I can bring in. You know, 10 sweats total, including myself. So we can obviously take in some sweats there, but you can kind of see how I'm looking at building our first raid. This is what we have to work with. I think we still raid on February 1st. We give a couple of people more time. I really want Miz in the raid, obviously. I want Grubby in the raid. I wanted Emmy in the raid, but she quit. Stormfall would be great in the raid. All 3 of them suck. Grubby's actually pretty good for his experience, but I still want Grubby in the raid. Peekaboo, Zaryu. The list kind of goes on. I could think more into it. I want to... Rav. I don't know if Rav is there yet. I want these people in the raid. That means they need time. And so we're going to have to lock in a date. At this point, we could raid next week. But I think we're going to start on February 1st. I think that's kind of where we're at.